even if you lose the tiebreaker to Kansas?
Thanks for listening to the AZ12 podcast, proudly presented by Little Caesars. 15% off any online order. Enter promo code SAVE15, code LCFREECC for a pizza combo with a pizza purchase. Already got a $4.99 super snap from Mr. Tyler Warden. Get the win, get healthy, get revenge. Very much appreciate you. All right, guys, this is one of those games, and I can't remember who said this on Twitter, but I like the point. And didn't this feel a little bit like the Oregon State type games of previous years where, I mean, again, it's a better environment, it's better teams, but you go in there, you expect to win, and you don't play great, you don't bring a great effort, and, you know, at the end of the day, you still are able to get a win, Brogan.
Yeah, this in a weird way felt like, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yeah, okay, all right, sorry. This game, it felt a little bit like one of those early tournament games,
right? First,
second round games where you're playing a team that's clearly inferior. You're maybe not taking them super serious, and you just have to make enough plays to win the game and move on. And then you see Buries kind of take over the game late, 5-6 minutes to go. And that's what his role is going to be. Like tonight, he kind of showed that in the tournament, when you need big plays and big games down the stretch, the ball's kind of shifting from Bradley to him now, where he's becoming that offensive go-to guy late in games.
All right, now Andy Bryan says big win for the Spacers. No, it's the absolute opposite. It's not a win for you. Arizona was 9 of 21 and barely won. The reason why, and I'm going to say this, the key to
we're not doing this already.
I'm not doing that. I just wanted to say that. The key to beating Arizona is this, and I think I've come to this conclusion. Arizona has a massive advantage defensively and getting rebounds. In that first half, Arizona did not rebound, and they gave up a lot of easy buckets. That is how you are going to beat Arizona. If Arizona is going to lose a game, it's because they are going to get pushed around or beat defensively and on the boards, Sheer.
Yeah. I mean, look, I think Arizona needed the threes tonight, Mike, simply because
they did, but I'm saying they made 9 of 21 and still barely won.
Yeah, but I mean that because but they didn't win this. Like, the only reason this game was close is because Arizona didn't defend. I mean, the defense, they didn't rebound until the second half. Like, I don't think this is a spacer, non-spacer type of game. I really don't. But it's a situation where, like, to go back to your original point, it is such an Oregon State feeling game. Like, or as Brogan said, like, this is their Super Bowl. Like, right. Baylor hasn't sold out the arena the entire year. And that place was sold out and loud. The energy was off the charts as soon as the ball tipped. Arizona looked tired, which is expected after a game like Houston. You knew there would be some sort of emotional letdown. I didn't think it would last pretty much the whole game, but you knew there'd be something. And then to find a way to win, it's the time of year where, like, it doesn't matter. You win by 1. Like, that's all that matters. I am perfectly fine with the fact that Arizona won tonight. I know they didn't play all that well, but still finding a way to win, that's what you do this time of year.
Yeah, and Brogan, I think Sheer hit the nail on the head. I mean, that at the end of the day, you just want to get a win. I'm also going to say this about I'll say this about Baylor just real quick. Baylor should absolutely be significantly better than they are. Now, should they be a national title contender? No, I'm not saying that. But their perimeter is good. Their bigs are big and good enough as well. That team should be an NCAA tournament team.
Dude, the combo of Tunde and Cameron Carr is awesome.
Yeah.
Cameron Carr, by the way, I know you're a Tunde guy, and I totally get it. I thought he was okay tonight. I didn't think he played well, to be honest. Cameron Carr's a freak.
Oh, he's awesome. Brogan was. I was talking with him. He's the guy that's a lot like a Cedric Coward, you know, from like Washington State, where he just kind of comes up there. He's going to test. They're going to like poke and prod, and he's going to be through. He's going to be awesome. Yeah.
By the way, similar to Tobe, stop going to play basketball for Rick Barnes, guys. Cohen Carr, he averaged 4 points a game in 2 years under Rick Barnes. Comes to Baylor, and the dude's averaging 19 and 6 and 6, and he's an NBA guy.
No, for sure. Now, all right, we'll get to all the super snaps in a second. Brogan, thoughts?
I think Baylor's issue is they don't have any depth. And so they've got top end talent. They're really, really good. They have no depth. So foul trouble kills them. You know, Scott Drew went from being a 2-3 zone guy to now sort of playing man, but nobody on the team's an awesome man defender. Tunde's pretty good. Cam Carr's pretty good, but they just don't have a ton of stuff after you get past Tunde and Carr is their problem. They're just top heavy and no depth. So,
okay. So, all right. So let's talk Jaden Bradley. Jaden Bradley. I'm assuming that was something that Tommy Lloyd talked about with him as well, because Jaden certainly came out with the Jaden came out looking to exert his will, and he did that. And we talked about it before. Jaden's open from 3. Let it rip. I mean, the shot looks good. He made his threes. JB was awesome today. That's the thing that you need from JB. You need JB to be, again, I don't need JB to be 25 points per game or whatever the case may be, but what you saw from him is exactly what you needed today, Sheer.
I believe I think I saw a stat. That's the most threes Bradley's hit in a game in an Arizona uniform.
What was he, 4 or 5?
5 of 8.
5 of 8? All right, yeah.
That's what I need. That's all we're asking. I don't even mind the 8 threes because they're open. Just take the open 3. Like, we were begging him to take the open 3, and he did it because he can hit them. Like, and he's hit them at a high clip all year. He just doesn't take enough. And look, Arizona's going to be fine, right? The front court, I don't worry about that as much. Obviously, missing Koa Pete hurts. But when you're getting performances like that from Bradley and Buries, Arizona's going to be really hard to beat.
Brogan?
Well, and like tonight, Baylor, again, a lot of these teams are kind of trying to execute a similar game plan against Arizona, which is pack the paint, don't guard Ivan. And then if Arizona gets the ball moving, what you find is Jaden and Buries have the ball with the opportunity to make plays, whether that's shoot open threes, whether it's go to the bucket, whether it's any of that. And so tonight was the first time where I think, I don't know if it's Tommy or if it was just Bradley knowing that, hey, we're shorthanded, I've got to do a little more, where he looked like he was looking to shoot the ball as his first option on offense. This is the first game all season where he's had that. Like,
right.
I get late in the game, I get, his history, but tonight, early in the game, he's like, if I'm open or if I've got an angle, I'm taking it every time, no matter what, and I'm not going to try to create early.
All right, Meisner, the great Meisner. We've got to get to that. We got to get to this. I was going to get for it later on. I do not understand the officiating in this conference. And I'm just going to use Krivas. I don't need to use any other examples. Jay Meisner, and we'll get to all the super snaps. Very much appreciate all of them. My bad. Why is it our guys get spacked in the head every time? Spacked. I like it. Oh, spacked. Interesting. Yeah, it sounds like a Star Wars assault or something. But when we do it, it's an instant flagrant. All right, let's talk Mo. I don't know what else Mo is supposed to do. Honestly, the foul that he got at the end, towards the end of the game, where the point guard just ran into him, Mo goes straight up. There's no foul. It was literally textbook what you were supposed to do. And he got called for a foul. And like you said too, Brogan, before that as well, there was a play, I don't know, it was probably like a few minutes earlier, where it was basically the same thing. I don't know what else Mo is supposed to do.
I'm convinced that Mo gets one of the worst whistles in the country. I really am, on both sides of the ball. I think on the one foul, it looked like he went vertical. Maybe he went a little forward, and as soon as he went forward, they called the foul on him. When he's on offense, he gets annihilated. I mean, just absolutely hammered. And obviously, I'm not comparing the two players, but it's like, it's almost Shaq-like, right? Yeah. Because Shaq used to get fouled. I mean, Shaq got fouled every time he touched the damn ball. Right. And it reached a point where the refs were like, yeah, we're not calling it. You're just too big. Like, Krivas is so much bigger than anyone Baylor has that I felt like the rest were just like, yeah, whatever, we're not going to call it.
Right.
Well, and I'm actually okay with that because Arizona's so physical on the offensive end. If they don't get a ton of calls, I can live with that. But what I can't have is we get all the ticky-tack stuff on the other end. But so Williams goes to the bucket, clearly pushes off on Krivas, and then shoots a layup and cries for a foul when Krivas tries to recover and block. So Krivas has no option at that point because you're letting the offensive player push off, and then he's creating space. Then the next possession, he comes down and slams into your chest, and they call a foul. Meanwhile, Tunde's sprinting into Bradley in the open court to knock the ball loose, knocking Bradley to the ground, and the ref calls the ball out of bounds and doesn't call a foul. So I just don't understand where the refs decide to draw the line on what's ticky-tack, what's a physical foul, what's a no call, because there's 3 examples where it's entirely different each time. So It's just the inconsistency. I don't mind the game being physical, but it doesn't feel like they let Krivas be physical on defense for as much as he gets smacked on offense, which is
all right.
fair.
Let's get to the super snaps because they were all very, very good super snaps. So obviously, yeah. Okay, Tyler Warden got that one. Get the win. Get home. Get healthy. Get revenge. Very much appreciate it. H Fuchs $4.99. Jaden Brad 3. I like that one. That's good. That's good. Barry McCalkner, great name. $1.99. Time for revenge. Trust in Tommy. Tit baby tit. Okay, what else we got? Lee Ferris, $19.99. This team never quits mentally and physically as tough as they come. Yes, Lee, you are the man. Very much appreciated. Yeah, tip, baby. All right, now Tom Smallwood. We wear $9.99. We wear teams out. Love the effort at the end. Don't discontent how good Baylor is. I say don't discount, but some especially at home. Tom, you're the man. Thank you, buddy. All right, what else we got? Jeremiah Dibble, the great dibs. Everyone hates on Tommy and losses. His second half adjustments. We're going to get to that in a second. Sagging Krivas into the paint, eliminating the backdoor cut was the chef's kiss. Andre Veras, the Gladiator, $19.99. Red line accountability. Ben one white. Appreciate it, man. Yeah. Okay. Now back the A. $19.99. BTFD. So much static on Jets radio today. Gritty performance. Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Okay. Now, let's talk about Tommy here for a second. Tommy is a whiz. I mean, when Tommy goes into the second, how many games this year did Arizona look a little flat or something in the first half? You come back out and then you really tighten things up. It was a lot better the second. I mean, you didn't give up as many easy shots as you did in the first half. I mean, Tommy figures things out. I got to give him that. Oh, by the way, a $49.99 super sticker from Superger 1. Very much appreciate that. Brogan, thoughts on Tommy's adjustments?
Well, I think with Koa and Aristode being hurt, it kind of forced him to experiment more with a small lineup. Mm-hmm. And then you start to see ADO break out. Tonight, Ivan played probably his worst game in a long time, but you saw him be huge in the last couple games. And so I think it's given Tommy maybe more flexibility making adjustments than he normally would have been, because normally it would have been just stick with the bigs and see what happens. But he's been making adjustments all year, whether it's, defensive adjustments, whether it's Bradley late in the game, but I thought it was also interesting late in the game where they were getting to the rim kind of at will, and then Baylor started collapsing their defense even a little more. So he started putting ADO at the free throw line with a small guy with Williams on him to run a little bit of screen and roll to free up Bradley and Buries. They got a couple buckets late. So what I like about Tommy's adjustments is they're like blatantly obvious, the adjustments that he makes. Whereas, you hear, oh, this coach makes great halftime adjustments. You're like, I don't know what I saw that was so different. But with Tommy, you're like, oh, what they're doing is totally different. And then you usually see Arizona ending up on the top end of those things when he makes those adjustments.
Sure.
I think a lot of it too is Tommy's calm, right? Like, I think a lot of times, you go into halftime and you'll see some teams and it's like, you just know their head coaches, you're feeding off your head coach like a Cronin type, right? Where he's probably losing his mind at halftime. It's not Tommy. The players have always said it. And Tommy will say after the presser, Bruce will say, hey, what was the halftime adjustment? And Tommy will just be like, well, we played like crap. We were down 4. Let's stay calm and play our game. Yeah. Right. And while there's more to it than that, I think that's a big part of it. It's like, look, guys, we're not playing well. We're not rebounding well. We're not defending well. And we're only down whatever amount of points it was at halftime. What was it? 7, right? And so it's like, then you go in the second half, right? They dominate the glass 23-11. They shoot the ball well. They only have 1 turnover the entire half. There are only 2 turnovers total because no one defended. But, they go out there, they play their game, and Baylor, they beat Baylor. I think a lot of times it's as simple as feeding off the coach and his energy, and Tommy's really consistent in that regard.
Yeah, all right, let's get some reads in here. I want to talk about Yvonne for a second because Yvonne also showed what a winner he is, even when he's not having a great game. Yvonne's the man. He's very, very good. Okay, what else we got, though? All right, let's get some reads in here. All right, Longview, we're going to endorse Tommy Lloyd, those halftime adjustments. We'll endorse all that. We'll never endorse Andre Veras. Sure, it's true.
Never. Doesn't matter. Will never happen.
It won't happen. Not on our watch. Not on our watch. We run a tight ship. But
try to get us drunk, we still wouldn't do it.
Wouldn't do it. Yeah, right. Yeah. But either way, give Andre a call at 520-325-3456 and reference the AZ12 podcast for a complimentary initial meeting, and check us out at Longview II. Invest in it on your own, but not sure it's enough. Give the Gladiator a call. The Gladiator knows what he's doing. Give Andre Veras a call. We like Andre. He's the man. We should call him Dre. Okay. All right. How's your AC working?
I don't know. I lost you, Mike, but it's working great.
All right. What about your furnace?
Mike, your mic just went.
Is it?
Yeah, now it's good.
Okay, sorry. Is it here? Or I was going to say, how about your furnace?
I turned the furnace off a week ago. Now that it's 90 degrees outside.
Oh, so you haven't stuck the front pipe in there in a while. Then it sounds like big mistake.
Different furnace.
All right, yes, but either way, Tucson's local HVAC team, trusted homeowners, businesses, and builders. Call 520-222-7012 or book online at comfortxhvac.com. Service and maintenance, emergency repairs, installations, free estimates, noise reduction. Check it out, Comfort X HVAC, baby. Boom, boom. Don't know what that is, but boom. All right, now Copal, Sheer. You've been talking about the Mike Lucalote rib and how satisfying it was.
I can't get enough of it. One bite and you're addicted.
You're literally addicted to it. Yes, it's amazing. Literally. Yes. Mexican food delivered nationwide at mymexicanmenu.com. Book your next large party or corporate event with Copal. Large party packages. Yes. Now, we also cater any event. Tucson's contemporary Mexican food. CopalTucson.com. 5340 East Broadway. Okay. Now, Yvonne. Now let's see here. Hey, Rudy, watch your mouth, buddy. All right. So I'm going to say this. By the way, the ASU play-by-play dweeb that was tweeting at me the whole game while ASU was playing, get out of here, man.
By the way, speaking of that, ASU just lost.
Yeah.
And Brogan, what's going on with our BYU Cougars right now?
I don't know, but they were getting smoked to start the game. Are they still down?
UCF is beating BYU 35-21 with 8 minutes to go in the first half.
I still like BYU to win that game. I said it. Boom. Going to say it. Okay. Now, I'm going to say this about Yvonne.
You'll get some good odds on that right now.
Yeah, I'm right.
Yeah,
okay, I'm going to give I know I'm right. They'll win. I got to give Yvonne a lot of credit, though, on this. First of all, I don't like Yvonne shooting all those threes, but whatever. He didn't have a great game, but, man, at the end of games where it really, really matters, man, getting 2 huge rebounds there. He also had a couple nice finishes as well. I mean, he is really he is just a winning basketball player. That's the best way that I could put it. He's a winning basketball player, and he's somebody that you very much like having on your team.
So Yvonne played like crap for 32 minutes, right? Like he just did. He actually finished with 8 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. But 2 offensive rebounds he had. I think he had, I'm going to look this up. He had 4 in total. But he had the biggest one was the one at the end with like 45 seconds left. He gets the O board. Buries waits a little bit, scores. They go up 4. Then he had one earlier too that led to the dunk, right? Like his offensive rebounding at the end of the game was a big reason why Arizona won.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brogan. Just a winning hooper.
Yeah, sorry. I had to get my BYU money line bet in real quick. They're still favored to win, by the way. They're still favored. They're still favored.
Hey,
That's how funny that is.
Back the Golden Cougars.
I can't even get plus odds. No, with Ivan, I think his biggest strength is that he's playing hard no matter what, 40 minutes of the game. So no matter how bad he's playing, Bradley has to force up a tough 3 late shot clock, tough rebound that falls right into Ivan's hands, but he's the one sprinting to the basket to get an offensive rebound because he knows it's crunch time for the game. And so those types of players, good plays usually find them because of effort, regardless of how the game's going. And so for him, you just have to assume he's going to make enough plays to be kind of productive for you in a good way versus, oh, he's playing bad, let's sit him down, because his effort's going to lead to good plays.
All right. We have a bunch of people in here now saying that AJ Debanza sucks. Alex, I'm going to disagree with you. Debanza's a fraud. He's going to get his points because he takes Iverson amount of shots. He shoots 55%.
Nah, he's good. He's played really. I actually like the way he's played a lot since Saunders.
Shear's been a denier of AJ from day one, and
yeah, I like him. I actually like him more with the ball in his hands as a distributor. The problem, they're not losing tonight because of him. They're losing tonight because he's the only one that scored.
Right. When he puts 55, when you shoot 55% from the field, I think it's hard.
UCF is 8 for 12 from 3, 12 minutes into the game.
Yeah, I still like BYU. I like the Golden Brighams in that game. Okay, or the Golden Cougars.
Golden
All right,
Brighams,
so
I like that.
I like the Golden Brighams. I think it's good.
Yeah,
Hey, Brogan,
yeah.
Brogan, that's not sacrilegious to you guys, is it? The Golden Brighams?
No, not at all.
Can I go up to somebody and just say hello, Brother Brigham?
Yeah.
His name, but
They'll
Hey,
probably
the
know what you're talking
Golden
about.
Brother Brigham.
what's that?
Golden Brother Brigham.
Okay, all right. Now let's talk
BBB.
about. All right, now Hal J's kicking our butts right now. He wants to talk. Doesn't want to talk about BYU. Fair enough. Okay, I'm going to say this though about Braden Buries. He's as what's the term that Bill Raftery always says? He's got sausage, or no, not sausage.
What?
No, that's not it.
Onions?
What is, onions. That's
Got
right.
sausage and onions, says Mike.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah. All right. Yeah, he's got sausage, or he's got onions. I couldn't remember what that.
He's
term
got
Bill
sausage.
Put a sausage on him.
Yeah, we put that furnace in the sausage in the furnace. But yeah, onions. That's right. Onions. Braden Buries has onions. As that three was huge to end the game. Sorry, everybody, you didn't hear the last minute. But the last minute, cut that out. But that three he made was huge. That dunk he made was that dunk. I didn't know that he had that in him. And he's he was awesome, man. I don't know how else to put it. He was huge down the stretch.
And you know what, too? This is a dude that was sick on Saturday. Like, very clearly sick on Saturday. 48 hours of rest, and then he goes out.
Sausage.
Right. You wouldn't even know that he's sick. He's the best player on the court, probably. Scoring in a variety of ways, has the dunk in him, didn't turn the ball over, and played 39 minutes.
Right.
Like, just a freaking monster this dude is.
Yeah, you could tell that he was finally you could tell he was really sick the last two games. You could tell today, though, early in the game, you could kind of see in his face like, oh, I finally feel relatively normal again. But I'm at the point now where I kind of expect this game from Buries every game, no matter who they play. Like, again, we know what the first 5 or 6 games was. He was adjusting, and then he had a kind of a nice little uptick, and then it's only went up from there. But now you can kind of pencil him in for like 16, 17, 3-3 is his average night. And when you need it, he's going to give you 22, 23 points, which it's been a long time since Arizona's had that almost guaranteed 20, but that's like super efficient, easy buckets at the rim. Caleb Love was a streaky 20. He had to hit some threes and things like that. But Buries is an easy 20 against whoever they play at this point. And they're gonna need it Saturday against Kansas. But now I just kind of expect it at this point.
And you know what else he's able to do too? He's able to get to the basket when he needs to. He's able to, he's able to split through. He's able to split through doubles. He's able to get there, and he's a good finisher as well. Plus, he can make his free throws. I mean, he's out of all the guys on the team. If you were to tell me that Arizona was going to go on a run in the tournament and one player would score over 18 in each game, it'd be Braden Buries.
Yeah, easy.
He's just so calm too. Like, it's like just so natural. Like, it doesn't look like he's trying to score 20. And then you look up and you're like, oh, he's got 20, because it's become a habit, but he's just so natural at scoring. And I keep remembering and going back to the first, what was it, like 2-3 weeks of the season, where there were people wondering like if he was even playable. And now he's the best player on the team.
Yeah, no, I mean he's incredible. I mean he is a difference maker. I don't really know how else to put it. He's just awesome. Okay, now I want to get back to JB here for a second as well. Those are the two guys that are obviously going to have the balls in their hands when the stuff's going down. I mean, no matter
one ball or two balls in their hands.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I got a
And
third
the
testicle
sausage.
in my arm. Or I got a third testicle in my arm I have to have removed. I don't know if I ever showed anybody that. But he is a like I said, if JB is doing that, JB and Braden, I'll say it right now. Is that what? Let me ask you this right now. What is the better backcourt in college basketball than those two? Pause.
Let's see. I have to think.
No, I'm telling you.
I think Mikal Brown and
you love your
Conwell.
Mikal Brown.
no, but Brown and Conwell is pretty damn good.
Well, let's start at the top. It's not Houston. It's not Michigan. It's not BYU. It's not UConn. UConn's okay. Duke's backcourt's more defense than offense, I think, at this point, because they run their offense through Boozer. Michigan's backcourt kind of stinks.
Wagler and Boswell.
I mean, they're one of the better backcourts in the country, as much as whatever it is. That's what they are. But it's not Iowa State's backcourt.
I think. Who's their two guard?
nobody who can shoot.
It's a
I'm telling you.
No,
I don't.
There might be one or two that are up there with them, but it's nobody obvious at the top of.
I mean, I'm sure UConn
ranking.
would get some love with Silas and Solo.
But is there anybody that's clearly better?
No. Well, there's one that I like, Mike.
Who?
I'm a big Sam Hoiberg, Jamarcus Lawrence.
I mean, who isn't? I mean, besides that, yeah. Besides that, yeah. You're trying to piss me off with that Boswell comment. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Also, Sheer hates Acuff, so whoever's next to Acuff,
no,
not gonna like.
No, do you know who Vanderbilt's starting shooting guard is, Mike? I was just looking. I forgot him. His name. Did you watch Friends?
The white guy.
His name's Chandler Bing.
Is it really?
Yeah, I forgot
Well, he's
that.
clearly named after him. Then he has to be, right?
No, but now that you say it, no, there's no clearly.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I'm going to post that on the board later.
Yeah, Bama's Phylon and Wrightsell, but Wrightsell's not as good. Yeah.
Yeah. There is nobody. All these other ones have a fly in the ointment.
Kobe definitely thinks that Bennett Sturts and Cale Combs is better.
No. I don't. No. Not on my watch. We're not doing that. Not on my watch. Okay, now let's get to the front court here a little bit. Now I know that there's a lot of people that Mike, I'm going to need to see that third nut in your arm. Oh, hold on. See this thing right here? I got to have it removed. I can slide it. Hold on.
Brogan, what is BYU right now? Because it's up to 22.
I can slide it. We got
and UCF is 10 for 15 from.
Yeah, Mike, you still going money line on that one?
Yeah, I'm still going money line on that one. I think. Hold on, I'm going to turn my mic up a little bit.
22 is a lot more.
Is that better? Am I louder now?
Yeah, your mic's fine now. It was low.
All right, yeah, I'm louder now. Okay, yeah, there you go. All right, it's a lipoma, old man. No, check this one out though. You don't want to see a lipoma. Look at that thing. Okay, all right. Now, anyways, yeah, I wasn't able to get it removed. There were too many. There were too many of them.
We're actually going to remove it live on air.
Yeah, it's good. All right, now all the people that were complaining about Koa Pete, that like this and that, Arizona needs Koa Pete back. We need Koa Pete back for a variety of reasons. First of all, he's good. Second of all, he provides a lot of depth, and I like CD a lot. I think CD is going to be a really, really good player here at the U of A. But at the end of the day, I'm going to say this, that Koa Pete right now is significantly better at basketball than CD Gay. And Arizona, like I said, if he's able to go Saturday, you want it. Boom.
Look, let's just call it what it is. Both were terrible today. I will say this. CD, tonight was the night that I think you saw why you just can't. The coaching staff isn't ready to just throw CD into the fire. He had, and the whole team. I don't want to pick on him because the whole team didn't defend well. Ew, God, just. But he was bad tonight. He had no idea where to go. Evan Nelson had no idea where to go. It was bad. This was the first game, I think, and I know that's only been 3 games where I thought the two of them were borderline unplayable.
Brogan.
Yeah, if it's me, I'm bringing Koa off the bench Saturday, starting to Waka. He can play his 18 to 20 minutes as his kind of get back in rhythm game. They do it in the NBA, right? Wemby came off the bench for about 6 games straight. When Tatum comes back, he'll come off the bench while he works his way back into shape, assuming he plays this year. So, I think you can sell that to Koa as, hey, this is just what we do as you work your way back. But Arizona needs depth because Nelson – the one thing I thought Evan can do is handle the ball against pressure, which I still think he can do. But I thought he would be an okay defender, but he couldn't guard anybody tonight in the game.
Defense.
Yeah. And having him play is not the answer. So even if Koa becomes that rotational guy for you to spell whatever you need to spell, that's better than the alternative at this point while he works his way back.
All right, we got to slap Sheer around for a second because Sheer's led this movement, and it's led to a lot of scurrilous charges against our guy. Shearer and Kobe were literally just making stuff up about ADO.
No, he's terrible on defense tonight, but everyone was.
Thank you.
All right, so then, I was killing ADO, but I was killing everyone.
Brogan, do you want to? Because you had to actually. Brogan was
Kobe
watching.
Was out of control. Kobe doesn't do that. Kobe picks up.
Brogan was watching. I'm sure Brogan was watching the State of the Union. I'm sure.
That's true.
But I'm going to say this: Brogan finally butted in there, and he's like, "Are you guys not watching the game, Brogan? You slapped them around. You took the bishop stick from the temple or wherever you got, or what do you guys call it? Tabernacle?
the
What?
bishop stick.
The bishop stick. Yeah, the
That's
bishop
gonna have
stick.
multiple meanings in my household.
The bishop. Oh, the bishop stick and the
like
furnace.
The furnace.
Yeah. All right. Now, Bishop Brogan. Also, by the way, the question was asked, would this be the best backcourt? No, it'd be the third one. It wouldn't be better than Damon or Khalid, and it's not better than
Hey, Spears had a question, and you're better at it than I am. Is Braden Buries the best number 5 in school history?
Probably.
He's better than Shakur. Shakur is number 5, right?
Yeah.
Was he?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Brother Brogan. Go ahead though. Tell them what you told when you
Brother Brogan.
Yeah. He gonna get his. Go ahead, Brogan.
So I was just more making the point that Arizona clearly had a game plan on defense, and it was for their bigs to protect the rim. Now, they did a really crappy job rebounding, even though they were standing in front of the rim. That's a different story. But I can't blame ADO when he has to run from one end of the court all the way to the other while running off a screen from a big guy while Awaka and Krivas are just standing in the paint staring at the ball. So when Baylor gets off open threes, we saw it in the first half with Ivan, it's impossible for me to run through a screen and then also guard a 3 with guys who can make shots. So part of it was Arizona's game plan, but honestly, I think after watching the game, I think Tommy's strategy was they can't make enough threes to beat us. And you saw them miss a couple threes late that got Arizona a couple extra possessions. And so I think the strategy was to protect the paint, which they were kind of average at. But I also don't think they were going to overreact to Baylor making threes. And that was just the game plan. And it made a couple of people look bad on defense. But the frustration on defense was much more them getting to the bucket shooting layups.
And see, that's what I don't.
I'll also say this in his defense, and he's not a super athlete to begin with, obviously. He absolutely looked a step slow with that ankle today.
Yeah.
I thought he did. I thought laterally he looked
as he should, right?
Yeah.
Like that's expected 2 days after. But the fact that he was able to run up and down, make a few shots, he had no lift trying to rebound the ball. Like you could tell that he wasn't 100%, but he was enough to go.
The problem, though, the one thing, though, that I think that, we can probably all agree on, but let's get to some reads here first, and then we're going to get to something we can agree on. By the way, Dennis Walsh, that's a good list. Put that list back in there again. All right, everybody, Big 12 watch party, or Arizona watch party. We're going to have these on the 12th, the 13th, and the 14th at Casino del Sol. We expect you all. Dennis Walsh, no excuse for you not to make it this time, my friend. No excuse. AZ12 watch party, Big 12 basketball, eat, drink, bet. We had 87 people. It was awesome. Let's keep the good times rolling, man. We're going to have a lot of sausage there. Check it out. 5655 West Valencia Road, Tucson, Arizona.
There will be a lot of sausage there.
If Mike says take the money line, don't do it.
Yes, exactly.
No, it's only Mike. It's 24 points.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, sorry. Hey, the game's still early. There's a second half team. Yeah, check it out. Because Dennis Walsh, no excuses. Jerry Reyes, the great Jerry Reyes, was there. Look what Rage just says. Mike, if BYU comes back, I will pay Mike his homosexual $1,000. I don't know what that means. Whatever. Okay, well, just pay me the money. That's what he said. I don't know why he said it.
That's 100,000 with a little extra.
Yeah, I guess that's what it means. Now, Rage is probably thinking of other things like the front pipe. Now, Foster Plumbing, back the pipe. Now, check it out. Residential and commercial, licensed, bonded, and insured. Sewer line coating, point repairs, water heating, drain, 24/7 service. You know all of that, and it's 10% off as well with AZ12 Podcast. Call 520-603-3817 to schedule service today. Boom. Check it out. I don't know what Rage's remark meant, but whatever. All right, 88 crime. If there's a lot of bad stuff going on out there, we know somebody that is an enemy of this show that is probably
on Rage.
That knows it's probably up to a lot of bad stuff right now. And if you see him doing something bad, call 88 crime, 882-7463. All right, my biggest problem in this game is just two things and two things only. I don't really care about the 3-point shots because Brogan, I think you made a pretty good point. Where, obviously Tommy's plan was they can't make enough threes to beat us. I totally get all that. I guess my issue though is twofold. Arizona can't get out rebounded the way that it did. That's why this game was close. And they gave up so many. If they weren't open layups, they were contested but very makeable layups. And, Carr, I think, had about 9 of those himself. But those are the two things, the defense and the rebounding. Otherwise, I think this would have been a 20-point game.
And Arizona's hallmark on defense was not giving up points in the paint and winning the points in the paint battle. The Houston game, they dominated the paint. And so it was a little surprising that they were getting out-rebounded in the first half, more offensive rebounds for Baylor in the first half. Clearly, they cleaned it up in the second half, and that was part of their focal point. But Arizona's defense is protecting the rim. And when they're not doing that, you get what you get tonight, which is against good teams, it's a loss. Against a team like Baylor, okay, you can still kind of rock fight out a win. But at some point, they have to get back to their identity, which is we're going to not give a bunch of layups, and we're going to defend the rim, basically, what we did the first half of the season.
Skier, are you going to make a good point or no?
Yeah, I mean, the second half was Arizona basketball. And I know the defense still wasn't great, but they dominated the glass. They took care of the ball. Baylor shot a much lower percentage than they did in the first half. They got back to scoring in the paint. Like, it was much better. And even against Houston, it was weird. And in the game, Baylor still scored more points in the paint than Arizona. It shouldn't be like that. And so, yeah, they got to get back to what has made them successful, because if not, they'll lose on Saturday to Kansas, because Kansas is going to defend them differently.
Listen to my guy Jeremiah Dibble. I gotta get money like Jeremiah Dibble, dude. He put in $330 on the under in the BYU Golden Cougars UCF half, and he hit. Good job. Dibble was making a lot of money out of Casino del Sol. You guys can all make a lot of money. I always like when these people come up and they just throw down $400 or they throw down $300 or
I lost $20.
Yeah, and then I go up there and I throw in $15, and it's like, yeah, don't ask me how much I paid. Okay. Yeah, Rage, you owe us money.
To be fair, you shouldn't have lost $20.
Yeah, no, I believe it or not, Cody actually gave me good advice. Disgusting.
I heard that. Yeah, right. Okay, now, all right, so let's look a little bit forward then to Arizona then. Basically, we said this before. Arizona has a 2-game lead on the rest of the conference here. You can lose one more game, and you can still obviously have the outright, because I don't like what the Big 12 does. They don't have any of that tiebreaker, or they don't have any tiebreaker crap. It's basically, even so, give you an idea. So if Arizona is at 4 losses, and Houston's at 4 losses, even though we beat Houston in there, we're both champions. I don't like any of that crap. I think that crap sucks. So Arizona can lose one more game. I didn't want it to be against Baylor. You got Kansas coming up on Saturday. What are we thinking about with Kansas, Brogan, and Jason L. Shear?
So if Arizona beats Kansas, it's clinched to share. The reason it wouldn't be outright is because Iowa State and Texas Tech still play each other.
Right.
If Arizona wins their next 2 games, it's over. Right. Kansas is going to be a tough game. It just is. Kansas matches up really well with Arizona, with their bigs and all that. I want Arizona to win outright, obviously. I want Arizona to be the 1 seed in the conference, but at the same time, I don't want it to come at the expense of the health of anyone.
Brogan?
Yeah, I agree. I think if Koa plays, I think Arizona wins. It's a home game. It's not much different than playing at Kansas, where they're going to have a big advantage. Kansas then has to turn around and go Iowa State on Monday, or no, Arizona turns around Iowa State on Tuesday. Right. But I don't know. I'm with you. They're going to beat Colorado. So if we just split the Iowa State Kansas
that's all I want.
home game,
Kansas is going to win their next 2 off Arizona. They have ASU and Kansas State. Yeah. So
all right, I just want to win.
Houston was the big hurdle. Get past Houston, get past Baylor. They'll beat Colorado. Now, if you just split those last 2 home games, you're the outright. You get the 1 seed. And then you got kind of a free path to the semis with Toppin being out.
I like Curious Ski 520. We're not losing to Kansas or Iowa State at home. I like our chances. Well, that would be awesome. I mean, if you just
we'll be favored. We'll be favored in both of those games. So
yeah, for
odds
sure.
are we win at least one, maybe both.
Now,
according to Mike's favorite guy, Kenneth Pomeroy, Arizona is a 10-point favorite over Kansas at home.
Well, that's because they have to factor in that Peterson might or might not be questionable right now.
I would take Kansas with 10 points. If you want to give me 10.
It's because I know we're looking ahead, Mike, but when you look at Kansas on the road, Like, yeah, they beat Texas Tech, but Texas Tech didn't have Christian Anderson that game.
Mm-hmm.
Iowa State, they lost by 18 on the road. Like, they haven't beaten a good team on the road. They lost to West Virginia. They lost to UCF.
If you ignore Purdue on the road, Iowa State's a terrible road team as well.
Yes,
if you ignore Purdue,
awful.
They're both terrible on the road in general.
All right. Okay. Well, all right. Well, I'm just going to say this. I hope you guys are right. That would be very, very nice. That would be very, very nice for that to occur. Kansas is interesting though, because I'm going to say this. They got a really good backcourt as well. If the backcourt actually wants to play, we just talked about Buries and Bradley. If Peterson and Council both play, that's a really good test for them as well, guys. Good point by me.
Yeah. Yeah, Kansas has a good backcourt. I think Peterson will play. I think magically he's better now that he was criticized nationally and went to the media and all that. But Arizona's better than. I mean, look, Arizona. Tiller went off right in that first game.
Who you said sucks.
Yeah, went off right. Arizona played like crap. Tiller went off, all that, and Arizona lost by 4 at Kansas on Big Monday. And we saw what Kansas did to Houston
without Peterson.
Yeah, but we saw what Kansas did to Kansas on Big Monday is the best team in the country. Big Monday at home, like they're destroying teams. So I feel good about Arizona, but I'd feel better if they had Koa back.
Well, and Kansas is the team who beats Arizona without Peterson, but then the next game they play with Peterson, I can't remember who it was, Cincinnati or something. They lose by 20, and Peterson played 30 minutes in the game or whatever. And so Kansas is the most up and down, good/bad team you're going to play, and you just don't know who you're going to get when they show up on Saturday. You have no idea who they get. Peterson could play, couldn't play, could be bad. The rest of his teammates could be taken out of the game because he holds the ball. Like, you just never really know. But one thing I will say is the Kansas game, Arizona played a terrible game. Like, their second half, they were awful in that game. You're not going to get that half at home, no matter who they play.
That's going to be another interesting game because Kansas killed Arizona up front with Badinga and Tiller.
Yeah, Tiller had his career first half in that game.
Yeah, the second half he didn't let him.
Yeah. What did Badinga do?
Badinga was awesome. I don't remember. But he was great.
And defensively, he controlled the paint, but that's not going to happen again in Tucson. It's just not going to happen.
All right, now I got one. Now, Dennis Wall says Peterson go get his. Yeah, I could. All right, I can see that. All right, so either way, you win that game. The only thing that I'm going to say about it is why this game had me a little bit antsy, a little bit, was that you don't want a loss at Baylor because then you start looking at things and you're like, all right, well, if you lose another game or two, then things can get a little bit dicey because I still want that 1 seed. And we were talking about this before. If you look at the bracketology and you look at, there is a big difference this year between the 3s and the 4 seeds. A lot of the 4 seeds that they've been sending me, they're crap. Or they're not the 3 seed, I guess is what I'm saying. To me, there's a big difference between the 3 and the 4 line this year. What say you guys?
Yeah.
I'm right.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with you.
Brogan.
Well, if you look at the 4s are your teams that are the 3s, 4s, what is it? Gonzaga, Purdue. Like, you get a lot of teams that have a lot of question marks at the 4 line. The 2-3 line, you start to get into your Illinois and some of your Tennessees that beat Houston earlier in the year. Like, you start to get into some of those teams where you're like, okay, I don't love that matchup. This team's dangerous for this reason. Whereas I think the 4 matchup, depending on who Arizona gets, like the perfect scenario would be they get Michigan State because that's basically a free win. But most of the 4s outside of Gonzaga you look at, or Gonzaga's probably going to play their way into a 3 because they're going to win out, I'd imagine. But most of the teams that are in the Michigan State kind of Purdue realm, you're like, okay, they don't really do anything that's going to give Arizona any problems.
Sheer and Kobe L both want St. John's to be the 4 seed that Arizona plays. What do you guys think about that? You did say that.
I go to this one bracket, as you know, the 1-3-1. And in Arizona's West, right, he has Purdue as the 2, Gonzaga as the 3, Tech as the 4, Tennessee as the 5.
Well, see that point. That's a perfect point right there. Tech and Tennessee can't beat Arizona. Gonzaga,
and Tech's not going to be a 4 because they're going to lose a couple games on the way out.
I am more scared by the 8-9 game in that bracket that we have, and see if you agree, Brogan, than I would be the 4 and 5s because the 8-9 is Utah State versus SMU.
Yeah. I think SMU is a similar team in terms of hard to beat than Tech without Jacob Toppin.
Who's SMU's coach? I don't know who's SMU's
your lover, coach? Andy Enfield. SMU scares me. They've got 3 really good players.
How's he doing at SMU?
I don't know. He'll be a 9th seed.
Yeah, I was just curious. You just said that you were
worried. Are we doing parade routes for 9 seeds?
I was just curious. That's all.
You didn't even know they were.
You just said that you're terrified of them, so I just wanted to know why. That's all.
I'm terrified, dude. I'm terrified of the UMBC Golden Retrievers.
Yeah, well, who doesn't? Yeah. All right. So, let's see here. Don't want SMU after the holiday. That's an interesting point.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay. Now, Koa Pete, I'm calling my shot. I think Koa's back this weekend. I think Koa's back for Kansas. I think Koa's going to come off the bench, and I think Koa's going to probably get about 12 to 14 minutes. What do you guys think? Again, no inside information, just calling my shot.
I think it's more like 18 to 20 because of foul trouble, but it'll be 20 or less for sure. But I think he plays.
Yeah, I think he plays Saturday too. He's not playing 30 minutes, but I think he plays.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, and that's good then. You know what's really interesting about this team when you look at it, and I know that there's some putzes that dig at. When this team has its 8-man rotation, I mean, it's the best 8-man rotation in college basketball because they're all difference makers in some way. I mean, Dwayne, you could make a case.
I'm also hearing, Mike, that there's a shot Dwayne plays on Saturday.
Interesting. Was this from the same person that told you that Koa's out for the season? Okay.
No.
Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure. Okay. Take that, sure. That was bad info you gave me, and I do not like it.
If there is a fire, and in the house is Andy Enfield, Eric Musselman, and Rick Pitino, and you can only save 2, who are you letting die?
Enfield. He's too bland for me. I like
Enfield, now Pitino and Muss, and you have to save 1.
Muss, because Pitino's old.
Yeah, I can get more. Oh, that's a great point. That's a great point. I can get a lot more years from Muss than I can from Pitino. That's a really, really good point. Yeah. You know what I mean? Okay, now Enfield is so mild. No, he's not wrong. Guys, people keep asking about Dwayne Aristote. I'm going to say this: you're a smart group. You're a smart bunch. We like you. We love and appreciate you all. I'm going to say this though: if you have flu-like symptoms for a couple weeks plus.
Symptoms.
Tommy
never said he had the flu. He had flu-like symptoms.
Go ahead and extrapolate and do whatever you got to do. Our good pal Tony Clifton doesn't just show up to the watch parties for no reason. He's a smart man.
Someone messaged me and said, so Dwayne has AIDS. I can confirm that is not what this is either.
Well, you don't know what he has.
By the way, flu-like symptoms it's
not COVID. It's not COVID.
It's coach speak for we're not going to tell you what it is, but it keeps us out of trouble.
And on top of that, you should be able to figure out what it is by now.
It's not crabs or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, it just is what it is. All right, I think most people get COVIDs. I think that's funny. Yeah, I think most people can probably get this one. Okay, now
it's not vaccine related. I think we can get that out of the way.
I don't want to even get into this. We're just going down a whole different path right now. Yeah, I'd rather talk about my sausage. Okay, let's get a couple reads in here. Back to reads. Come on, read time, baby. Read time.
I know it's coming.
Yeah. Yeah. Get that going ready.
This liar.
All right, Land the Man is in this. Brogan.
I still think it's his sister. I'm just saying. I'm playing the long game here.
You're playing the long game here. You believe that this is actually Lan Allen's sister.
In the ultimate gotcha moment, it's coming.
What if this woman is just AI, though?
Maybe.
I know Gen Zers think that AI is like actual real people, but they're not. But
this is Kobe's girlfriend?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's not.
Yeah. Who's more real, this girl or Tim Daniel?
This Tim Daniel. I don't think this woman has like a dial-up ring if you try to like call her or something. All right, Brogan, talk about the importance of honesty though with your people.
Yeah. I mean, like most religions, lying's bad, telling the truth is good.
Okay. The championship package. Now, we have stuffed out a scurrilous claim about this woman, but the championship package is true. 1997, the championship package. Get it before it becomes 2026. Now, I'm going to say this, though, about the championship package. I have already had the championship package inserted, and it has worked great. I cannot say anything more. And, again, hit them with the bishop stick. Yeah, I like that one. Dental implants at affordable rates. Check it out, Land, the freaking man with the master plan. Do not mess with Land. Only we can mess with Land. Take it out. Yeah, well, I mean, mess with Land. Go to Eris, but other than that, okay.
Yeah.
All right. What else we got? Cody. All right, everybody. Welcome to the Rock. Man. Okay. Now, 2 convenient locations. Tucson plus Green. That's the dumbest thing ever, but I love it. Okay. East Benson, Sierra Vista, West Marana. Serving residents and contractors. 50 plus locally sourced landscaping materials. Check it out. Go in there, and again, you got the Static Thugs in Harmony. That's what they call us. Check it out. Green Valley Decorative Rock. Green Valley Rock AZ. East of Benson, Sierra Vista, West Marana, south to Nogales, north to Oracle. Boom. I'm not the only one. Aaron, you are the only one. Aaron, you are definitely the only one that mutes this. Sorry. Now, RJ's
make it louder. I don't understand.
Yeah. Aaron, you are the only one. I assure you. Oh, and there's another guy on there too that I'm sure. Okay, now RJ's Frozen Cactus, red hot beer and ice cold sports, huge parking lot you could park a jet in. We got our 3 pilots in here right now. We've got Harry Lex, we got Dennis Walsh, and I saw something on Twitter where a guy was backing a jet up. And it was very, very interesting. 100 plus craft beers, $2 deals, and again, pizza, wings, tacos, burgers, and more. No bad seats in the house. Check it out. Very, very good stuff, and you will like it. Yes. James Water. It was called Bobby McGee's, not Bobby McKee's. Okay, check it out, though. RJ's Frozen Cactus, red hot sports and ice cold beer. And again, go in there and watch some games. It is good. Yummy, 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 yummy. We got 3 pilots in the house. Back that jet up. Girl, you look good. All right. So, all right, now, let's look around the landscape of college basketball. I think we can just say it. Okay, so you got 3 seeds that are absolute, in my opinion, that are pretty much locked up as ones at this stage. You got Duke is going to be in the East. You got Michigan that's going to be in the Midwest, and you got Arizona that's going to be in the West. By the way, BYU's a second half team. All the people that are complaining to me about BYU, just wait until that second half hits, my friends. But so if you're looking at that 4 line right now and who that's going to be, because we don't have to worry about that right now. I would say that you're looking at it and you're you got UConn, you've got I'm trying to think, Iowa State. Houston's probably done.
What do you want, the race for the 1 seeds?
Yeah. So what do you got? So you got UConn.
I would say right now, Iowa State's probably next in line. Houston's probably still in there because Illinois lost to UCLA.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Purdue's not great either. So if UConn falters, there's still a good chance that Iowa State or Houston get up to the 1.
Brogan?
UConn's the clear favorite at this point. They got to get past St. John's.
That's a good big game tomorrow.
Oh yeah, what's the spread on that game tomorrow?
The golden red storm.
Yeah, let me check the spread on that one, Mike.
But
okay, what do you got?
Iowa State most likely has a loss coming to Arizona. So, to me, it's UConn's to lose. I don't think Houston can get back in because they don't have enough quality wins to get back in.
And the
UConn
thing about
-5.5.
And the thing about UConn, if they beat St. John's, I think that's it. I think they're it. The thing with UConn, Brogan, it's like we talked about, is that, yes, I know that they're in a terrible conference where they basically play ASU 18 times. But, I mean, their out-of-conference was awesome. I mean, it is what it is. You beat Florida, you beat Illinois, and who the heck? You beat somebody else, too. Kansas. I mean, those are 3 top 10 wins right there.
Iowa State doesn't have those wins unless you count the conference, which is something. but
right.
UConn's most likely going to get St. John's.
Right.
But Houston's the team that only has a few conference wins. And by few, I mean Tech and BYU, and that's basically it. And no other wins, and they lost to Tennessee out of the conference. So Houston's the one I think's on the outside looking in right now.
Who beat St. John's? Was it Iowa State or Houston?
Neither.
I thought one of them beat St. John's.
No. Houston's
Alabama, Iowa State won by 1. You're right.
That's right. They beat St. John's. That's right.
Okay.
And Purdue.
St. John's is getting held back. Your St. John's.
My St. What are they? The Golden Red Storm?
Yeah, the Golden Red Storm are getting held back by 2 specific losses. Auburn, who may not even be in the tournament now because they lost tonight, and Providence, who's definitely not in the tournament. Those are bad losses because Providence was at home and Auburn was neutral. That is what's going to kill St. John's.
Yeah.
No, I get it. Yeah. No, I get it. No, I just said. And all right, now let me ask about Florida for a second, because when everybody was pooping on Florida, I was saying stand strong, young man. The Golden Gators are going to be good.
I like that one.
The Golden Gators is sexy. I agree with that. Yeah, they bite gold out of you. Yeah, I'm going to say this though: if Florida were to win out, do they have any chance?
They would need. Let me look at my guy here.
Who's your guy? Rich Carrillo?
Yeah. Let me look at Rich Carrillo's DMs. So this guy that I look at has Florida as the top 3 seed. Okay,
all right, so they got some upward mobility.
So they'd have, in order for Florida to go to a 1, Mike, is that what you're asking?
Mm-hmm.
I don't see it. Because they would need Purdue, Illinois, Houston, and Iowa State and UConn to all choke. The problem with Florida is, while I like Florida and I think they're really good, they have a loss to Missouri, a loss to Auburn, a loss to TCU.
Yeah, they have 6 losses. They have 6 losses.
Do they have 6? I guess I thought they had 5.
Yeah, too many other teams have 3 or 4 at this stage of the game for them to matter.
Okay, yeah, I thought they had 5. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Never mind, they're done.
Don't let it happen again, please. We have very high standards.
But I will say this though, I could see them if they're a 2 seed. I could see them coming out of whatever region they're in. I'm bullish on Florida.
You're focusing on the wrong things like you usually do. Because you're focusing on Florida and St.
You're focusing on ADO's defense.
I'm focusing on how do we get Nebraska as Arizona's 2. Okay? That's what I'm focusing on. And I think we have a shot. Because right now on this list, Nebraska is the 2nd lowest 3 or the highest 3. Okay?
Who does Nebraska have left on their schedule?
I'm glad you asked. We have a big game on Wednesday, Maryland. We're favored in every game left. We have
the Golden Terrapins. It's an easy win.
We got the Golden Trojans on the road. They're terrible. We got the Golden Bruins on the road. We can beat them.
Yeah.
And then we got the Golden Hawkeyes at home.
They can win all those games.
Right. If we win the next 4 and other teams are losing, our Golden Cornhuskers could very well be a 2 seed.
Who are the 4 2 seeds right now? Purdue, Iowa State.
2 seeds are Iowa State, Houston, Illinois, and Purdue.
Yeah.
You could probably switch Florida and Purdue if you wanted to.
You want Purdue out of that group, though. Out of those 4.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Purdue. I want the whitest team possible.
I want Purdue. 100%.
Yeah, I want the whitest team possible. We can. What's this week?
Golden Boilermakers.
The Golden Boilermaker, the Golden Boys.
Mike, I just want to point out something to you. UCF has started the second half on a run, and I know you took money line. It's only 31 right now. Do you still feel good about it?
Yeah, no. By the under 12, that's always what I've said though. By the under 12, that's when they really hit their stride.
My bad. They just scored again. It is now 32 points. But you feel good about this?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, they're good.
Yeah.
They're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
The second half of the second half is their time.
The second half is always what I've been big on. Yeah. Exactly. That's it. You guys.
The under 8 timeout is when you really ask Arizona. All you need is the under 8
I just need the last 8 minutes, and
that's when the game really starts.
Yeah, this is all just wasting time.
Yeah. Is losing by 40? Is that against the honor code, brother?
Yeah. It's in writing.
Yeah. All right.
There will be no 40-point losses at home.
Yes.
I've never seen anything. I mean, I've seen like this, but this is. I mean, they scored again. BYU is 11 of 39. UCF is 24 of 39.
At home. Crazy.
All right.
Mike, if it's 80-28 at the under 12, you still like BYU?
Well, because but that's when they make the run though, and they cut it to under 40 by the under 8, and then
to preserve the honor code.
Yeah, to preserve the honor code. We just got to get that thing under 40. That's all it was. Yeah. Brandon Davies can come back at that point. Okay, so now then a little bit looking forward. I'm going to ask you guys this right now. Iowa, out of all the games remaining on the schedule, there's only 3. Which game do you think? Do you think Arizona goes undefeated, or where are you guys at with this? Bishop Brogan and Sire Shear.
Let's rank them. Hardest to easiest is Kansas, Iowa State, Colorado. I think Kansas is the hardest game left. I think Arizona rolls Iowa State at home.
I think they go undefeated. I think Iowa State's a bad matchup for Arizona, simply because they've got 3. I'm not going to count Monsilovich as a white guy because he's a
he's a foreigner from Wisconsin. Well, no, what do you mean?
He's a foreigner.
He's not. You're full of crap. You are full of crap. You're lying. He's born in
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
There's never been a whiter guy.
He's foreign.
No, he's not. He's from Wisconsin. He was born in Wisconsin.
Where are his parents from? Where are his parents from?
Disgusting.
He was born in Wisconsin.
Hold on. From Wisconsin.
So Giannis, we're going to say, is 100% Greek?
He was raised in.
Hold on.
No, that's a different. No. I don't want to get into that.
Trust me. I know. Is Obi Italian?
Okay. He was born in Serbia. His parents are Serbian, but that doesn't matter.
My point. There's a huge difference between American white guys and foreign white guys. That's the point. Anyways, they have too many white guys in their rotation. They have too many white guys in their rotation in order to give Arizona fits. Like Krivas is going to be extra comfortable in this game because Iowa State plays 2 6'10", 6'11" white guys.
Right.
You could say they play a guy named Blake Buchanan.
Right. And so
he's also a catcher for the Dodgers.
Yeah. I mean, come on now.
Yeah,
they don't scare me because Awaka with Jefferson is a fine matchup. Koa against Jefferson is a fine matchup for Arizona. They're going to be able to play with size against him and kind of limit what he can do. I'm not a huge fan of Lipsy. So I think Kansas is the harder game, but I also think Arizona's got the kind of revenge factor with Kansas, where that's going to be the game they're focused on the most since they lost at Fog.
Iowa State's best road win the entire season.
Iowa State's?
Yeah, their best road win the entire season is Purdue, right?
It's a good one.
By 800.
Yeah. Great win. Since then, they've lost on the road to Kansas by 21, Cincinnati by 9, TCU by 7, and BYU without Saunders by 10.
Interesting.
Thank you.
All right.
The Fighting Musclemen's look crap too right now, Mike.
Yeah, no, they're fine though. They're fine. Yeah, the Fighting Mus. Hey, do we have any more reads, Cody?
I think the run's
yes.
I think the run's about to start, Mike.
The runs are starting. Yeah,
they just made a shot. We're down to 31.
Okay. Speaking of, not speaking of runs.
Speaking of
Baggins.
Speaking of the runs.
Yeah, speaking of gourmet sandwiches, and it comes with a chocolate chip cookie. Yummy,
they have sausage as well.
Yeah, they do have sausage. I'm going to get mine. But 12 Arizona locations, locally owned and operated, all food made in-house daily. And again, I would just go in there and eat the cookie dough. I would probably go in there and just say, hey, like go behind the counter and just say, hey, can I eat some of this cookie dough? And they probably would say no, but I would still try it. Join the VIP Text Club, free delivery code with free ride, and it sounds like Dennis Walsh will be going there with Kai. This week, we expect a real time. Check it out. And if you got any issues, call Danny Foster. Yes, Baggins. Go eat Baggins and then call Foster Plumbing. Check it out. Baggins Gourmet Sandwiches. Yummy, yummy in the tummy. All right, everybody get these shirts. Like I said, reproduction is on another level right now with this shirt. I mean, just look at this thing. Look at that underbite. Look at that thing.
Where is he right now, by the way?
Ted Wardo, come here. He was snoring earlier. All right, check it out. AZ12. Check out these shirts. These things are amazing. You are going to want these shirts. Okay, now, guys, where I'm at with this, a win is a win is a win. What I like about this win, though, too, is that you're going against a team that had some good players. And it was still a good environment, too. That's the other thing, too. It's not like you were going into what was it? Slats Coliseum in Oregon State. And Cody, can you paste the link in the chat, please? Yeah, it's not like you're going to Slats Coliseum or what, or not Slats
What's
Coliseum.
Slats Coliseum?
Isn't
it Gill Coliseum?
Oh, no, it's Slats Gill Coliseum. That's his name. Yeah. I outflanked you. Yeah. His name was like Slats Gill, which is like the whitest like country guy name ever.
That's Iowa State Center, by the way.
Slats Gill. Yes. All right. Yeah. Slats Gill or whatever his name is. This was a good win, though, because they had good players and it was a tough environment. It wasn't an easy place to win. And Arizona didn't play well, but they were still able to get the victory. Cody, can you put the link in, please? Thank you. Okay. Brogan, what say you?
No, again, at this point in the season, Arizona just needs to win games to lock up the conference championship and to kind of secure the 1 seed. They just can't go lose a bunch of games, especially bad road games. And so them getting a win. But again, I take it back to Arizona playing all of these close games and figuring out ways to win is going to benefit them in the tournament versus them just steamrolling everybody and then having to, with 4 minutes to go, be like, crap, we're in a tight game. Now this will feel normal to them. This game felt like a first round, second round game in the tournament. So all good.
Scare.
Arizona has won a game officially now in every style possible. They've won the grind them out games. They've won the up and down game like today, where maybe they're just not having the energy defensively, which I don't worry about in the tournament, but they win the smaller. We're going to go small and spread you out athletically and all that. They've won every kind of game possible this year. We are at the point of the season where a win is a win, but to go on the road and win like that, score 87 points. Yeah, good win. Now let's move on to Kansas.
All right, let's get all these super snaps in here now. We got a ton of super snaps we got to read here. Cody, rapid fire, baby. Tyler Warden, $4.99. Get the win, get home, get healthy, get revenge. Very much. Hey, we should split this up. We got 21. We're going to go 7-7-7. H. Fuchs, my guy. Jaden Brad, 3. I like that. I see what you did there. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, yeah, Barry McCulkner. That's a great name. Sounds like Cully McCulkin. All right, time for revenge. Trust in Tommy, $1.99. Thank you very much, Barry McCulkner. Lee Ferris, 1999. My guy, Lee. Yeah, very much appreciate you, Lee. This team never quits mentally and physically, as tough as they come. Lee, you are the man. You never quit mentally or physically. Yes, Tom Smallwood. We wear teams out. Love the effort at the end. Don't discontent how good Baylor is, especially at home. No, I'm going to content them. That's for sure. You're the man. All right, now, Jeremiah Dibble. Everyone hates on Tommy and losses. His second half adjustment, sagging Crevis into the paint, eliminating the backdoor cuts, was the chef's kiss. Boom. Check it out. Well, I don't know. Check it out. $9.99. Appreciate you, Dibble. Andre Veras, the Gladiator. Red line and kill ability. Ben 1 white. Ben 1 white. Ben 1 white. Oh, we're going to have some of those popping up here soon. All right, Brogan, you're up now. Those were my 7. You're up.
I can't tell what's better, the names or Mike being clueless about the names. I don't know which one's better yet.
Not good. Yeah, they're both. It's not great. Yeah.
Jay Meisner, $10. Why is it our guys get spacked in the head?
Yeah.
Feels like a Mac ETN reference. Every game with no call, but when we do, it's an instant flagrant. I don't know. Crevis is the. Yeah. Back DA, 1999. BTFD, so much static on Jets radio today. Gritty performance.
Yes, sir.
Supager 1. Super sticker.
$49.99 super sticker.
Super snap of the night.
Yes.
James Greer, $4.99. Back the B as in Buries windmill dunk. I thought that was going to be a huge momentum thing. It kind of turned out doesn't, but it was still awesome.
Oh,
showed
awesome.
Something that he hasn't really showed much this year. Vegas Falcon 17. TL used to drive me nuts not calling timeouts, but I officially have faith in his coaching style. TIT, trust in Tommy. Michael Kelly, AZ, $5. New team issue more than inbounding later free throws, hitting extremely long 2s that should be 3s. 2 games in a row, bear down, back the A. I will say all points are good points late in games. H. Fuchs again, $1.99. Yeah. Wild how Najee played 1 minute. All G Leaguers suck.
Yeah, all the there's an exception. If you're there 1 year and then you're in the MNBA, you're good because you're like the Thompson brothers or something like that.
Yeah.
If you're there longer than a year, you suck.
If you're wanting to go back to college,
they all suck.
If you're filing lawsuits with like the FBI to try to get back in here like the Biacco loser is, that guy sucks. Get out of here. Boom, get him out of here. All right, Shearer, you're up.
Jay Miser, $5. Buries has a front pipe that never needs fixing.
Right, that thing's solid.
Back the A, 499. What is Tommy's record on playing a team a second time after losing the first game? I don't know, but I'll have that for you.
That's a good question.
Kevin Jokapai, 7964 $10. We win the championship this year. Where does the Buries Bradley tandem rank in program history? Second.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Ryan OC310, stop shooting threes, Yvonne. Little Guillermo, put it on BYU money line, brother Brogan. Update, it's 35.
Update, Bishop Brogan's broke.
We're not at the we're not at the
broken is what we're calling.
We're not at the under 8. We're not Bishop Brogan. Yes, we're not at the under 8 timeout though yet, are we?
70 to 35. We're right there. 5 more minutes. We just got to ride
right where we want them.
Just hold the line until then.
We just got to ride out these next 5 minutes.
Just
and we're there.
spread water, baby. Yeah.
Hey, Gen Z slaying $5.
Yes.
Bradley taking more wide open threes is a good thing.
Yes.
Hunting, Arizona, enjoy the process. Sheer, I get a headache when I'm taking phone calls and sending emails for a period of time at work. I'm amazed at the level you post in threads and social media without missing a beat. Mike, welcome back. Imagine me doing that with Mike calling me every 10 minutes.
Yeah. And it's about good stuff though.
Yeah, like farts usually.
Yeah. Almost always easier.
Al, back the sausage.
Back the sausage, baby. What did I say about the sausage again?
Braden Buries has sausage.
Oh yeah, Bill Rafter. Yeah, that's right. Braden.
Dude, if he does Arizona's tournament game, I will buy you a beer if you go up to him and be like, have you ever thought about just yelling sausage?
Yeah, sausage, baby. Oh, I'll definitely do that. I got no problem. Yeah.
When you're not farting on other reporters, you'll definitely do that.
Hey, that was probably the only time in my life I've been embarrassed. So that was an accident. So
well, it's not an accident, but it was embarrassing for you.
My vision was not clear at that.
You had Ted Eduardo vision on that.
Yeah, I did. All right, everybody, go to Little Caesars. Now, Fit for Expedition says, it looks like UCF is starting to crumble against BYU.
BYU just scored on a 3-point play. We have cut it to 32. Ride the storm for the next 5 minutes. That's all we need.
That's all you need. And get some Little Caesars in the meantime. Check it out. 15% off any online order. Code LCFREECC. Free crazy combo with a pizza purchase. And we got a big news here.
Yeah, I thought I was going to.
I'm going to break it because Shearer.
I got a little emotional when you mentioned it.
All right. Shearer said there was no chance that I could pull this.
And you pulled it, man. You pulled her. I'll tell you
Mike's
that.
specialty is pulling 70-year-old grandmas.
Women. Yeah. They flock me like the salmon of Capistrano, baby. So I reached out.
And you pulled her. I'll tell you that.
I reached out to my Michelle, hashtag my Michelle, and she is going to be coming on the show. And everybody in here, Michelle is to be treated with respect. More respect than we gave Rebecca Allen, that's for sure. Rebecca Allen. Yeah, Michelle Gardner, Mr. Cello. It's going to be great. Cody, I need you to reach out to her, though. I don't know if she knows how to use the computer and stuff. I need you to find out about that one. But, no, I'm just saying. Dude,
if we can get Bruce on this thing who really doesn't know how to use the computer, we can find a way to get Michelle on here.
Yeah, that's for sure. I think Michelle's probably more technologically savvy than Bruce.
Is there any way we could get, Cody, ask her for a headshot so we could put it in the promo? Like a professional headshot. What? Reporters have
not a bad idea.
No, I'm being dead serious. I'm not being mean.
Yeah. This may be the high point of the show. It's not going to get any bigger than this.
I got a better idea. Why don't you take Shear's picture of the back of her head and put it in the promo?
Oh, that's a good one. Yes.
From the presser.
These two that's a good one. These two. And then you can put photo credit Jason Shearer.
She might actually laugh about that.
That would be funny.
Nope, definitely wouldn't laugh about it.
These two have been circling each other like rabid
coyotes.
It's
going to be real. It's going to be
real.
I've already talked to Shelby. She understands it.
Shelby's going to have to hide at this point.
Yeah, Shelby gets it. She said, quote, I don't even know if I can watch what's going to happen.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm just going to be, hey, Bishop Brogan, can you be the spiritual moderator during this?
No, not Thursday.
Not your.
It's rodeo. The girls have off, so they're going to watch it because it's rodeo.
Oh, this is big.
Real people have to work on rodeo.
What if it's a fake holiday, dude. Not everybody can be like us and have to work nonstop. He gonna get his. All right, yeah.
Does she know that Shear's going to be on the show, or is this another Fran situation?
She's coming on.
She's well aware of this. Yeah, she's well aware.
Get her.
She gonna get her. But Cody, I do need you to reach out to her if you can.
Yeah, professional headshot.
Yeah, all that
Maybe
stuff.
we can get her down to the watch party too.
Oh yeah, I mean, who knows, man? But she's the Arizona Republic beat reporter now for the U of A.
This is a true story. Before we go, ASU basketball so bad that they told Michelle she's covering Arizona from now on. She's going to the NCAA tournament.
I cannot wait to travel with my Michelle. My Michelle. Yes.
We're going to have to get drinks at the tournament with Michelle and Bruce.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Bruce will
We're
have his
gonna
headphones and his
vlog that
laptop.
one.
Yeah. We'll vlog
that.
it. We'll do a vlog. All right. Everybody, we'll be back tomorrow with you at 10 o'clock. We go get ours. But, brother Bishop Brogan, hey, do you have a stick, one of the Bishop sticks?
What is a bishop stick?
Isn't that a thing? A bishop
No.
stick?
Are you talking about
Oh,
the
that was
staff
just-
like Moses had? Like, what are you
Yeah,
talking
well, yeah. Do you have anything like that?
You have a staff, Brogan?
Yeah.
I'll bring it for the next post game. I'll have it ready.
All right.
Go.
He's going to bring his staff, and Shearer, you're going to bring the robe.
Yeah, my staff is always around and available.
And it's covered by the robe?
Yeah.
Yes, I was going to say. It's like when you see those those huge cactuses transported on the highway, and they have like all those like coverings over it. That would be like Brogan's staff with your robe over it. It's amazing.
Yep.
Yes. All right.
We got to go because we're only 2 minutes away from the 8, and we've cut it to 32.
Right, everybody, get back to that game when the Frank Reich is coming through those doors with the Buffalo Bills, 31-0. Yes. Well, this has gone off the rails. Yeah, it has. Sorry, guys. All right.
It's a long time ago.
On that, On that note, though, TTFN, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow at 10 for Brogan, for Shear, for Cody James Martin. I'm merely Mike Luke. Thank you for all of the super snaps.